Hello and welcome to House News. In this episode, we'll present you the latest information coming from the House of Representatives of Republic of Indonesia. And now, let's see the headline for today. Water diplomacy is a way to build international collaboration and cooperation to overcome the latest issues and challenges related to water and sanitation. BKSAP of the House received a courtesy visit from the Norwegian ambassador to Indonesia. This diplomatic meeting suggests potential discussion to collaborate and strengthen ties between the two countries. Lawmakers are set to ratify defense cooperation agreements with Brazil, France, Cambodia, and the UAE. Indonesian lawmakers have proposed a bill to revise the law of tourism as the sector becomes a huge contributor to the country's foreign exchange. The Thai film How to Make Millions Before Grandma Dies, which was recently released in Indonesian cinemas, has successfully achieved great enthusiasm from film lovers. Following the World Water Forum's parliamentary meeting, BKSAP of the House reports a strong commitment to strengthen water diplomacy. This focus will be presented at the upcoming IPU Assembly.
Chairperson of BKSAP of the House, Fadli Zon, explained the recent parliamentary meeting highlighted water as a critical political issue. Therefore, to address this critical challenge, regulations are needed to ensure accessibility and affordability of water resources. Fadli added, in addition to the IPU Assembly, the House plans to share the meeting's outcomes at the Executive Committee Forum in Tanzania this June.
Dari pertemuan parlemen di dalam World Water Forum yang ke-10 ini semakin jelas bahwa persoalan air itu adalah persoalan politik. Ya, persoalan air itu adalah persoalan keberpihakan, persoalan yang membutuhkan kepemimpinan ya di dalam menentukan aturan-aturan, anggaran dan juga hal-hal yang lain. Nah, kita sebagai parlemen akan membawa persoalan ini ke komisi-komisi terkait persoalan air ini. Dan mungkin akan bisa dilakukan usulan untuk revisi undang-undang dengan penambahan sejumlah detail yang diperlukan agar persoalan air ini bisa kita mitigasi.
The parliamentary meeting on the occasion of the 10th World Water Forum was attended by more than 200 participants from 49 countries, including several parliamentary speakers and 7 international regional organizations such as IPA, IPU, and the UN. From Bali, Mahir and Sigit, TVR Parlemen, report.
During a meeting with Norwegian ambassador to Indonesia, BKSAP of the House reaffirmed its commitment to a peaceful resolution to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, including addressing the humanitarian crisis in Gaza.
Chairperson of BKSAP of the House, Fadli Zon, appreciated the decision of Norway to officially recognize the state of Palestine by May 28. Fadli reaffirmed the House's commitment to promoting Palestinian rights and supporting international efforts to end the violence in Gaza.
Untuk Indonesia, Ibu Ruth Kruger, dan kami menyampaikan apresiasi yang setinggi-tingginya atas sikap dari Norwegia baru-baru ini terkait pengakuan terhadap Palestina sebagai negara merdeka yang akan diumumkan pada hari ini. Dan kami melihat bahwa ini adalah satu langkah yang sangat penting karena Norwegia adalah bagian dari negara barat yang selama ini cukup aktif dalam engagement-nya untuk perdamaian. Kita tahu bahwa Nobel Perdamaian pusatnya adalah di Norwegia. Ada juga Museum Perdamaian di Norwegia.
Fadli highlighted the importance of working together to solve the Palestinian issue. He believes Indonesia and Norway can offer real solutions by working within framework of international law, human rights, and humanitarian law. Rifki and Temi, TVR Parlemen, report.
After holding a meeting with relevant ministries, Commission 1 of the House plans to ratify defense cooperation agreements with 4 countries. This initiative aims to expand Indonesia's partnership in the defense industry.
Vice Chairperson of Commission 1 of the House, Abdul Haris Al-Mashari, mentioned the ministries have submitted written feedback on the agreements and approved the draft to be ratified into law.
Kamboja, 4 dengan Uni Emirat Arab. Dan pada dasarnya masukan secara tertulis sudah disampaikan semuanya. Tadi disampaikan secara garis besar, mereka semua setuju, bahkan dari Kumham menyatakan bahwa ini sudah selesai harmonisasi sehingga draft beserta daftar inventarisasi masalahnya sudah siap untuk dirapatkan, dibahas untuk menjadi undang-undang.
Meanwhile, member of Commission 1 of the House Hasanuddin emphasized defense agreements with other countries focus on collaboration and knowledge sharing to strengthen Indonesia's defense capabilities and defense industry. The agreement is not a defense pact and is not intended to create a military alliance.
Kepada kerjasama, satu pertukaran intelijen, yang kedua adalah industri pertahanan. Begitu. Jadi saya ulangi lagi, ini perjanjian kerjasama pertahanan, bukan fakta pertahanan. Saya kira selanjutnya kami akan segera bahas ya bersama pemerintah dan kemudian diketok untuk diratifikasi. Dan setelah itu silakan pemerintah bekerja sama dengan negara-negara terkait untuk memajukan dan bekerja sama di bidang pembangunan alutsista pertahanan.
Ferdian Entemi, TVR Parlemen, report.
After the break, we have interesting information on Commission 10 of the House. Stay tuned to House News. A push is underway to revise Indonesia's outdated tourism laws. This revision process aims to introduce regulation significantly contribute to the growth of Indonesian tourism sector.
Vice Chairperson of Commission 10 of the House, Agustina Wilujeng, said one of the key focus on the revision on the tourism law is on tourism management. She pointed out the importance of changing Indonesia's tourism approach, which currently emphasizes quantity over quality. Agustina emphasized the need to boost tourist numbers to drive national economic growth. She also highlighted the importance of balancing this increase with sustainable tourism practices. The revised law aims to incorporate regional cultures into tourism experiences. This is expected to create a more integrated and sustainable tourism industry, leading to an increase in the number and length of tourist visits.
Kan kita kemarin melihat ada peristiwa-peristiwa di Bali, turis-turis yang banyak sekali, tapi ternyata mereka itu tidak secara proper ya, tidur di jalanan dan lain sebagainya sehingga bikin kotor dan lain sebagainya. Itulah yang kemudian kita coba meramu dalam sebuah peraturan. Mass tourism dan quality tourism mungkin sama-sama penting, sama-sama diperhatikan, tetapi keduanya harus ada batasannya. Kemudian yang kedua, tren adanya budaya yang menjadi daya tarik pariwisata di dunia internasional itu belum masuk di dalam undang-undang kita.
The tourism sector is recorded to make a positive contribution to national foreign exchange. In 2023, tourism foreign exchange reached $14 billion, exceeding the government's target of $7 to $10 billion. Mario, TVR Parlemen, report.
Commission 7 of the House believes diplomacy with friendly countries and utilizing the domestic industry potential are key factors for a smooth energy transition. This approach will create job opportunities within the energy sector.
Indonesia's plan to use renewable energy sources aligns with national priorities. This move also promotes energy independence and strengthens economic growth through job creation and investment opportunities. This transition is a strategic step towards a sustainable and prosperous future. In addition, with students of International Relations Laboratory of the Faculty of Social and Political Science of General Ahmad Yani University, Vice Chairperson of Commission 7 of the House, Edi Suparno, mentioned Indonesia applies diplomatic support with commercial principles related to the development of domestic energy transition. Furthermore, he said the economic potential of the energy industry can also encourage domestic production and create new jobs.
Ya, memang kalau kita lihat potensi ekonomi yang terkandung di dalam transisi energi ini besar sekali, sehingga itu kalau dimanfaatkan untuk energi, untuk industri dalam negeri, saya kira banyak industri dalam negeri itu bisa dikembangkan bisa hidup, banyak akan lahir industri baru, baik itu industri menengah besar maupun industri yang sifatnya UMKM. Nah, sehingga dalam hal ini kami mendorong agar transisi energi ini melibatkan sebanyak mungkin sektor industri dalam negeri agar dalam pengembangannya dana itu dipergunakan sepenuhnya untuk mengembangkan industri dalam negeri, dan ini juga bisa tentu mendatangkan lapangan pekerjaan yang baru.
The Ministry of Energy and Mineral Resources reported the realization of the new and renewable energy mix was around 13% in 2023. Despite some year-on-year growth, Indonesia's renewable energy use remains below target. To maximize environmental and economic benefits, accelerating the transition is needed for achieving the national renewable energy mix goals. Adila and Rian, TVR Parlemen report.
The government of Saudi Arabia reports over 100 Indonesian Umrah pilgrims might have overstayed their visits. They are suspected to performing Hajj without mandatory Hajj visa.
Member of Commission 8 of the House John Kennedy Aziz mentions Indonesian Umrah pilgrims who attempt to perform the Hajj pilgrimage without applying the proper procedures can create significant problems. This can lead to chaos and overcrowding in the pilgrim tents, as the infrastructure and resources are planned and allocated based on the expected number of official Hajj pilgrims. Therefore, John Kennedy urges the Ministry of Religious Affairs to issue a circular letter to Umrah travel agencies not to send Umrah pilgrims close to and during the Hajj season. The ministry must collaborate with related ministries and institutions to anticipate and regulate illegal Hajj pilgrims.
Ada suatu kekhawatiran buat kita, ya. Sebagaimana diketahui sekarang visa umroh berlaku selama 3 bulan, ya. Tidak menutup kemungkinan orang-orang yang baru berangkat umroh kemarin itu karena ada punya visa 3 bulan, tidak menutup kemungkinan masih berdiam di tanah suci. Ini banyak sekali jumlahnya. Ini tentu harus diwaspadai oleh pemerintah.
The Ministry of Interior of Saudi Arabia has announced the enforcement of penalty of 10,000 riyals for violating the rules and instructions of the Hajj seasons, including entering 7 areas without a Hajj permit. In addition, non-citizens who are arrested will be deported and banned from entering Saudi Arabia for a period stipulated under the law. Andini and Handoko, TVR Parlemen report.
When we return, we bring you updates from entertainment, only on House News. How to Make Millions Before Grandma Dies has now surpassed 2 million admissions in Indonesia, making it the second biggest Asian title at the Indonesian box office of all time.
Taken from Kapan Lagi, How to Make Millions Before Grandma Dies is the latest Thai film released under the GTH banner. When it premiered in early April in its home country, this family drama successfully became a box office hit. It even surpassed Godzilla x Kong, which was released at the same time. The film, with the original title Lanma, focused on the character Mengju, a 79-year-old woman whose life is predicted to be short due to stage 4 colon cancer. The situation is then used by her grandson named Am to take care of her in order to inherit her wealth. The director recently visited Jakarta to celebrate the remarkable success of his latest film. He was known for his acclaimed works like Bad Genius and Project S, Skate Our Souls, expressed his surprises at the film's warm reception in Indonesia. Falcon Pictures, the distributor, is optimistic that How to Make Millions Before Grandma Dies will overtake Exhuma and set further records. It is now the biggest Thai film, surpassing Thai-Korean horror The Mediums in 2021. And the second biggest Asian film in Indonesia, only after Korean supernatural thriller Exhuma, which scored 2 million admissions earlier this year.
The Indonesian all-female heavy metal band Voice of Bacheprot is set to make history as the first Indonesian musician ever to perform at the prestigious Glastonbury Festival in Somerset, UK next month.
Garut-based metal trio Voice of Baceprot will perform at the Glastonbury Festival 2024 in Somerset, England on June 26. Baceprot will be the first Indonesian musicians to perform at the festival after 54 years of its organization and coincides with the 75th anniversary of Indonesia's diplomatic relations with the United Kingdom. A number of musicians who will be performing at the festival include Coldplay, Dua Lipa, Avril Lavigne, and Keane. This is not the first time Voice of Baceprot has performed at an international music festival. In 2022, the band successfully performed at one of the largest rock music festivals in the world, Wacken Upon Air, which was held in Germany. The hijab-wearing trio comprises Marsha on vocals and guitar, Widi on bass, and Siti on drums. All of them were high school mates when they formed the band in Singajaya village, Garut. In the Sundanese language, Baceprot means noisy. It was chosen to represent the type of music that they play. The group's debut in 2014. Since their formation, Voice of Baceprot has become a point of discussions in many global media, including the New York Times, NPR, BBC, Reuters, and The Guardian. All the mass media feature Voice of Baceprot in the pages of their online publications. The band were recently named by rock magazine Metal Hammer as the metal band the world needs right now.
These films show that some stories are best told on screen. They bring written works to life with stunning visual and emotion. This adaptation showcase the magic of transforming books into film.
Movies often draw inspirations from books, finding characters, plots, and entire worlds within their pages. These connections brings beloved stories to life in a new format. This movie is based on a book with the same title, which was written by Doni Dirgantoro. This book was first published in 2005 and later on it became popular. As expected from the book's popularity, Soraya Intersign Films decided to adapt it into a movie with Rizal Mantovani as the director. 5 Centimeters is a drama film about 5 best friends who go on a mountain climbing trip to Mahameru Peak. The movie packed with some love, comedy, nationalism aspects. The cinematography of the film shows many wonderful natural sceneries in the settings, and it's rewarded as the winner of 2013 Indonesian Film Festival Award for the Best Cinematographer. The Notebook is a romantic novel by American novelist Nicholas Sparks, written in 1996 and based on a true story. The novel was adapted into a popular film in 2004 and won MTV Movie Awards for Best Kiss and 10 other awards. The movie stars Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams. It is set in 1940s and follows the passionate love story between Noah and Ellie. Ellie loses her memory and old Noah reads her their love story daily to help her remember. Back in 2013, Crazy Rich Asian hit shelves and became a hit. The novel by Kevin Kwan was a success and was turned into a major film released in 2018. The movie adaptation was met with widespread critical and commercial acclaim. While many aspects of the story, characters, and settings remain the same, some key components were different. Some were simple changes about the character interactions, but others were plot points that were changed or even completely cut from the big screen version.
And that's House News for today. Thank you for watching everyone, and have a good day.